Rising. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Many, many, many blessings to you all. Let's take a deep breath. Whew. It has been a long, I want to say 2 months. It feels like it's 2 months because ever since we got into like the Gemini season, right? We had the Taurus season that had us going a little bit slow. Then Gemini has us going like really, really fast. And now here's Cancer slowing us down again, but this time slowing us down with our emotions. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Miladies. I am Grand Rising, my dear. Yes. I am a spiritual shifter. I come and I shake up your spirit so that you can find your journey back to self-awareness in a comfortable and healthy way through the darkness, because we do go there. And so this week we will be talking about how the planets are giving us, oh, thank you, giving us, I appreciate you. Said I look beautiful. Yay, sister love. Cancer's taking over right now, right? Mercury is gonna go. We're gonna talk about Mercury going into Cancer tomorrow. And so thank you for joining. If you don't know who I am a person who volunteered to be here and assist those who are willing to open up and share what self-love is to themselves, and then allow other people to have some of that too. That's what I'm here for. And with that being said, I use different healing modalities to assist people to obtain that, which is Reiki, tarot, astrology. I use everything. Besides all of this, I also love nutrition, and I'm a wellness coach as well. So find me below if you need any assistance. I also have a free calendar for you all, so don't forget that. I will be saying that every week because some people just forget. And don't forget to look back at the calendar when you do get it. I know sometimes I'll be like, oh, and I feel like something is missing. I'm like, oh, I didn't check the calendar. What are we doing today? Okay, let's do it. The calendar brings us to a sense of, did we forget about ourselves? And when you got something free like that to tell you, hey, maybe could be a good idea for you today, as an advice, it brings you into a space of wanting to know, well, I don't want to do what the calendar is saying, but I want to do something for myself. And it's just bringing you back into you. Without you being well, we won't be well. All right. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just get my notes to let you guys know what's happening this week and why I'm talking about Mercury. Mercury is a very fast planet, and it shifts our mindset really quickly from zodiac sign to zodiac sign. So when Mercury was in Gemini, including the whole retrograde jumbo mumbo that happened, it really put us in a space of confusion. It also put us in a space of having a lot of ideas and not knowing where all of these ideas are going. And so with that being said, Mercury really had us in Gemini overthinking, and also overthinking on a negative aspect as well, right? Because things got a little bit amplified with the conjunctions and the T-squares that were happening. With that being said, now it's moving along into Cancer, and it's going to be there until the 28th of July. And when Mercury goes into Cancer, it talks a lot about an opportunity for us to tap into our intuition as well as our emotions. And when we tap into our intuitions and our emotions, we develop a different language, right? Because when you tap into your emotions, you're not coming from that headspace, and I'm going to go ahead and try to slow down. These decisions that we make are not in a logical sense. We're coming from the heart base, from our desires. A lot of times people say, don't make emotional decisions, right? It all depends, right? Is it a desire? If you're not emotionally intelligent in your decisions, that's when things can go a little haywire. But when the new moon, yes, my girl Amy, I love her. She's always here supporting. And pretty much we are learning to build new ways to converse with other people, to converse with ourselves. We're learning how to build boundaries. We're learning how to nurture ourselves. And that's the energy that's coming in with this whole Mercury aspect. When we think about how we're going to treat ourselves, we're not going to be here anymore. We're going to be more here. And there will be some challenges, and that will be like us being defensive on our plans, us being defensive of the things that we believe in. And that could cause confrontations, that can cause arguments, right? You guys know my motto, like, fall back and don't react, right? Respond in a different way. Allow yourself to think things through before you say anything. And I know that's hard because things happen in an impulsive state, but this is why we receive this energy ahead of time. So when you sense it's coming up, hold up, I ain't gonna, you wanna argue, I don't argue with you, no, you mad. Like, I like that energy better than the energy of me wanting to be right all the time. I learned not to be right all the time. I have argumentative sisters, and I've learned to just let it be. Like, all right, that's your point of view. I've learned so much from my sisters to allow this point of view expand to a different location, where it's just like, you have a different experience and I have to honor that. And when I honor my siblings' different experiences, I try my best to see if they honor mine. Sometimes I'm being a little pushy. I'm like, but they sometimes don't see my point of view or my experience, but it's okay. You got to learn not when to fight, when not to fight, because your siblings is going to be there forever. And that kind of conversation sometimes come back around, and you could then share your point of view. So see and pick and choose who you want to argue with. And remember that your plan is your plan. And if you decide that you want to move across the town, across town, or you want to move across the country, or you want to escape, that's your plans. The less people that know about your plans, the easier it's going to be for you to do what your heart desire. We always want to tell people our plans. Sometimes that shit fucks it up for us, right? Because some people don't want us to leave. Some people need our energy in order to survive. So when you tell them that you're leaving, their mindset, not purposely, are creating a way of saying, well, wow, what am I going to do without this person? This person helps me here. And now you didn't realize how your good news caused this person to be in a fear state. And that fear state on your good news can overpower sometimes the decisions that happen. And a lot of people don't believe in that, and that's totally fine. But when you do get in that energy of believing that, negative thoughts can actually deteriorate your plans, yeah, like, it happens to me. Like, I don't be believing in myself sometimes, and something don't go through, and I'll be like, fuck, like, but you just needed one more ounce of belief, my ladies. All right. And so we're also thinking about our future plans. Again, not in an anxiety state of mind, but more of our future plans in the emotional state. Like, how do I want to treat myself? How do I want other people to treat me? How do I want to connect with my family? If you haven't been connecting and you've been overworking, right? Cancer really brings us back into wanting to be home. So our mindset also will be shifting to a more analytical, reading in between the lines, right? Because Cancer is like, they investigative. And so we will also be in a space of bringing in old memories and painful old memories as well. So be ready. Again, I'm always telling you guys this, childhood trauma is coming. Spirit is not playing about these childhood traumas. They don't want these traumas to hold us back anymore, right? Things have happened to us, and I know people that deep shit has happened to them, to the point where I honor them for still being courageous to be on this planet with the things that they go through. Y'all, I'm 36. I done heard mad shit. I done seen shit. And so with that being said, shifting from that energy, support is needed. We need support. You cannot do this shit by yourself. You cannot heal by yourself. Why? Because when you heal by yourself, you're not allowing that energy should transfer to the person that caused the pain, the situation that caused the pain, the thought that caused the pain. Is a connection as to why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So therefore, we have to bring that in. And that shit is painful because nobody wants to relive that. Every time you relive it, you get into a panic attack, an anxiety attack, a depression state. It is a very deep rooted feeling depending on what the fuck you went through, right? And we all have some type of trauma, right? And the other day I was looking at something, they was talking about simple trauma and complex trauma, right? And simple trauma was somebody get into a car accident. I'm like, that is not simple trauma. But then when they spoke about complex trauma, they was talking about the trauma where you are that what happens in your childhood, right? And that's that core moment from 1 through 7, 1 through 10. And that they call that complex trauma because it's deeper rooted than a car accident that probably, if it didn't happen to you when you were young, that probably happened to you at an older age. And I was like, okay. So that's how deep I'll be getting into this emotional stuff, y'all. But yes, so with that being said, we're also going to be connecting with our ancestors. And Cancer is about that energy, about connecting with where do we belong? Who are we? Where do my family come from? Or also building legacy, like, do I want kids if you don't have any? Or how can I gear my kids to be a legacy or to move forward and not the way I was moving forward, but changing and shifting so they can move forward in a higher vibrational state. We're in that space right now. And your inner child is calling out. So don't ignore him or her. Go right ahead and color if you want to color. Go right ahead, grab a blanket and sit on the grass and look at the clouds if you want to. Go run and look for a rainbow. Like, who cares what you do? But tend to your inner child. I like to go to Dollar Tree. Like, oh, look, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. This is how I tend to my inner child. So Dollar Tree, I don't know if y'all Dollar Tree be having some shit. So they got acrylic paint now. I don't even know why. I'm going to act like I'm Picasso. And I'm going to get some acrylic paint. I'm going to be in here acting like I'm doing something. I'm going to let Spirit do it because I know for sure that I cannot paint. But this is a candle making set. So you can make the candle. And since I burn a lot of candles, I'm going to make it and then I'm going to burn it. But it's cool. So now when I make the candle, I can put my energy into this and make it into a nice manifestation candle for myself. This is the way you tend to your inner child. Like doing shit that's meaningless but beautiful, right? Because that's what kids love. They love meaningless stuff. You give them a rock, they be like, oh my God. But you give me a rock. And I'm like, oh my God. And a lot of us have not really been given the opportunity to be a kid. And then we have kids, right? So those are things that are going to be coming up for us this week coming up. And let's not forget, this is the last thing I'm going to say before we get into our cards. We still have 4 planets in retrograde, so be easy with yourself. Do not be in any competition. And really allow yourself to be in a space of reviewing, revising, recreating emotions that you want for yourself. You want happy emotions? How are you going to bring that into your life? Are you going to buy flowers for yourself? Are you going to, right? You want your man or your girl to buy you flowers and to cater to you? Do that to yourself, right? Even if you are in a relationship, it's always good to do things for yourself because that expectation is cruel in certain ways. It's like when we expect somebody to do something or to be there for us and they don't, the feeling, right? Because there's a feeling. And feelings are very, very important when it comes to manifestation. So when you feel that expectation deteriorating and not really turning out the way you want, now that person's in a bad dark cloud because they didn't help you. But it was really our expectations on what we wanted them to do for us instead of just saying, hey, can you do this for me? And if they say no, boom, everything should down. No, but we want people to be psychics. Even psychics are not psychics. All right, so let's keep in mind again that Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn for the next 3 months. So that's really talking about our subconscious mind and the power that we give it. Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius. That talks about us digging deep into our future, our goals for the next 3 months, and how are we including society? How are we including society? I know some of us don't want to fuck with society, right? But can you do that behind closed doors and the camera? Can you volunteer on the low and nobody knows, right? There's simple ways to tend to society without having to be out there. A lot of people like to be out there and say they did stuff. I'm going to say this. I do volunteer, but nobody knows when I volunteer. Nobody knows where I volunteer. Nobody knows how I volunteer, what I volunteer do. Sometimes to inspire, I do a little bit of something, but I do so much volunteer work that is amazing. Like, I love it. I love doing that, but I'm just a different breed. So this is why I'm here to inspire you guys. Like, do little things like that when nobody knows that you're doing it, and the blessings will fucking come in like water, because you lend in your heart to someone else. And when you volunteer, those are genuine thank yous, right? And it ain't like you when you helping a sibling or a parent and they say thank you, but you know, or you may feel, right, because we come up with this, you may feel like they ain't really genuine with they thank you. When you volunteering, those are genuine thank yous. And that is just, it hits different. Hit different, hit different. And so with that being said, we also have Jupiter retrograde in Pisces, which, talking about this week is going to be like a party week for us in a way. We're really not going to be tending to our obligations. Make sure you pay your bills, because we're going to be in a sense of, like, even some of us may be drinking a lot, maybe smoking a lot, depending on what type of extracurricular activities you like to do. It will get expanded this week because Mars is going to be in conjunction with Venus. I have that in the love video down below, so go ahead and check that out, what that is all about. And a lot of us are going to spice ourselves up. We're going to get a different look, right? I already started with my different look, right? Because, y'all, I don't like to do my hair, but that's another conversation. And so, yes. So beauty yourself up next week. Don't I'm not going to tell you what to do, but there could be a chance that we can be overspending because of Mars being a quick planet. Venus loves to spend and look cute. And then Leo, that's why when we come from Leo season to Virgo season, we be so tight every time, because that timing is where we go to vacation, we get cute. Leo brings us to a space of something sometimes when, if you don't know how to have a budget for the month of July and August, you can become upset at yourself for the things that you you spend. So make a plan, make a financial plan for yourself, have some spending money, because it will get crazy next week. All right. And have fun. We've been working so hard on ourselves. Have fun next week, but have responsible fun. All right. Brought to you by, I ain't tell you not to pay your bills. All right. So what I'm doing today is I'm pulling out oracles for each zodiac sign, 2 oracle cards. And it's going to be in regards to your emotions. What attention is your emotions asking you to bring forth? Is it going to be something from your past life? Is it going to be compassion? You know, let's see. Yeah. For me, my overspending comes from eating. I love food. Well, if I'm buying it to cook or if I'm buying it to from a restaurant, that's my thing. I'm a Taurus North Node. It's like this lifetime embodying some of that Taurus energy is what I came to do. Oh, I forgot Neptune. Neptune as well. Our dreams are active. So if your dreams have been super active, they're going to be like that for the next 5 months. For the next 5 months, because it really brings us into a space of bringing reality into existence for us through our dreams. If you don't have dreams, go on YouTube and figure out how to bring your dreams back. We all dream, we just don't remember them. Dear angels and archangels, thank you so much for being here, protecting us and guiding us. We have the collectives on YouTube, putting out a card. Oh, y'all, I did not finish, dude. This is why I don't like flying cards. People like, oh, flying cards. Fuck that. For the collectives. All right, Aries, you have the threshold. So you're in between, your feelings right now are in between caring and not caring, wanting to escape and wanting to stay here. So you're feeling what is they're asking you right now is to stay here. Stay in this feeling next week. Stay in the feeling of not picking and choosing what side you want to go on, where you want to go, and how you want to do it. Allow this energy to bring you into a space of flow and enjoy yourself next week. This green talks about your heart chakra. So you next week, it will be good to work on your heart chakra to open up that energy of where is it that you want to be and how is it that you want to get there in the most simplest way, right? This person just has one bag. So if you're planning on moving, if you're planning on taking a vacation, do it in the most simplest way. Plan the bare minimum. And when you plan the bare minimum next week, all is going to be well for you. For those of you who have animals, your animal right now is helping you, right? Helping you connect with your emotions, right? Allowing you to really understand where true love and compassion comes from. Our companions, when it comes to our pets, they I don't know about cats though, but when I talk about dogs, they really dog companion. They give up. I feel like they give up their life for you, right? So if you have an animal, pay attention next week to your animals and enjoy that compassion and true love. True love. All right. And also, when you're planning to move, be sure to have some type of communication wherever it is that you're moving. Know somebody so that you don't feel alone, right? Because I do see some of you guys going away. Maybe you want a trip by yourself. Maybe you do, but then I also see you feeling alone if you make if you're thinking about making a huge transition. You're thinking about the loneliness that you may be going to experience if you're moving alone. That's not for everybody. All right, you have live in the moment. On this day, strive to live in the moment. Only speak about positive things in your life and avoid bringing up the past, especially negative memories or situation. Your goal, to experience how difficult it is to live in the present. Healing is rapidly enhancing when you focus in the now. So this person next week is not necessarily focused in the now, and this is what this live in the moment talks about. Do your best to just be in the space of actually not knowing where you're going or where or how things are going to turn out, but just be in the space again of opening up your heart and letting that energy flow in. Right, like she got that rose right by her heart. Meditate. Look at her hair is even flowing. Meditate. Allow yourself to come from a space of internal authenticity when you want to create these changes. And it's okay if you continue to, I'm hearing, continue to change how your plans are going. This year is for that. This year is a year 5. If shit ain't going your way, you got something better coming up. Taurus, life journey. Oh, this gives me Jack, come back. That's the type of energy I'm getting with this. And this talks about you really looking into the future next week. Tapping into your heart. Look at this right here. This is like your heart, right? And then even in the front, there's a little green stuff there. Your heart chakra, and this person is wearing green. So this talks about your root chakra and your heart chakra. They're connecting at this current time, searching for a space to land and create. So this can be in different areas of your life, Taurus. This could be in your love life. You're looking for Jack or you're looking for Jill, whichever one. And you're in the space of really wanting to find true love and you're not going to stop. This talks, I'm hearing escapade. I don't know why. I don't know what escapade. So some of you are some of you Taurus are going to take a random trip, and during that random trip you may meet somebody, you may even find a job, or you might even say, wow, I could live here, and move over there. That's what I'm getting, because there's a deep life journey happening for you next week. And so remember to anchor yourself. This reminds me of this boat. Is like, make sure you anchor yourself in your thoughts next week, and really bring in what it feels like. This talks about with the water, what it feels like to be in that space. What does it feel like to be in a genuine relationship? What does it feel like to be in the job that you love? What does it feel like to exercise? What does it feel like to take your time if you're rushing? That's the energy that I'm getting, because if you're rushing to figure out where your life is going, let me know. Did you get a heads up that something is happening to you? If so, medically, then I understand why you're going to rush and see where life is going. However, if it's because you are bringing in that negative Nancy, saying that you are not doing nothing with your life, let's reconsider that, because you might just be on the right path. Listen, people become models at age 46. I don't know where that came from, but we got a whole journey ahead of us. Don't worry about it. Accept life's challenges. See? Reflect on the things you've been called upon to endure in this lifetime. Remember that we're all presented with obstacles as a way of helping us grow spiritually and serve God. Your goal, to examine the challenges in your life and make peace with them. Okay? All right. Gemini. Doing the one card pool for, like, instead of spreading it all out is good. I think I have ADHD, or all the messages but keep coming all at once, and then I'll just be skipping people. Gemini, emotional release. This talks definitely about your chakras. If you don't know what chakras are, I will be coming up with a video soon, and just look it up on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of shit chakras. This talks about really allowing yourself to let go. Look at all of this. That's this person right here got the water all the way up to here. It's like you're about to suffocate yourself with old emotions, right? And this also talks about, if you are in a space of escapism, allow yourself to ask for assistance if you need it, Gemini. This is really talking about somebody's calling out for assistance. Go to people who are not judgmental, right? There's different hotlines where you can call people when you're going through something, Gemini, because this really is talking about next week for you to open up and to allow everything to come out. And I know that may be hard for you, so let's pick, because it's hard for me. That's the only reason why I said that. If it's not hard for you, show me how you can handle all of that, because I know I'll be like, I'll be crying. I'll be like, then I go and then I'll do some Reiki and shit. Anyways, so allow yourself to pick one area in your life, Gemini, where you say to yourself, all right, I'm ready to release this. Don't do it all at once. Nobody's rushing you, unless you're rushing yourself to be able to open up to what's coming forth for you. You can still do that. You can you can always open up to a brighter you while still working on the old you, because the old you has to bring peace to the situation, right? And bringing peace to a situation when the person didn't apologize, it hurts. Like this, y'all. Zeus hurt me. He don't even know it. Scratch the shit out of me. Anyway, so that's the pain I'm feeling. The only reason why I said that is because the pain I'm feeling right now, I wasn't feeling it before in Gemini. That's what I'm getting. It's going to be a bit rough, but at the same time, it really will assist you into learning how to receive that love that you deserve. Because we all deserve it all. If you already know, you are a love frequency. See? Expect miracles, baby. Expect a miracle. Something will come into your life that will serve your healing. I can't make this shit up. So be open to it and express gratitude when it occurs. Your goal, to know that the world becomes a vessel for the divine when you see the divine in all things. You see that? All right now, Gemini. How y'all feeling? Let me know in the comments. Give me a little like. Give me a little like. Get ready, because I've been wanting to teach people astrology for a while now, but I haven't found an actual way to do it where it's as basic as possible. And as Spirit said, I could start in November, so I'm going to be planning that for you guys. It's going to be y'all know I'm funny, so funny ways to understand these planets, because they be on some extra shit. Cancer, another one, chakra balancing. Wow. Cancer, look at this. This talks about your third eye, your heart, and your sacral. Your sacral is the energy next week, where is your creativity, right? And this is the energy that you're in right now, because it's your season. So everything, Mercury, you got the sun, you got all this beautiful energy, and it's really basking in that energy and letting go. This talks to me about letting go, Cancer, letting go. Do you see anybody else here? There's nobody else but you. So next week, tend to you. Everything's about you next week. Even if you have kids, right? Drop them off somewhere. Ask somebody to take care of them. Don't let them see this video, but ask somebody to take care of your kids. Go on a little vacation for yourself. But this one, a healing one. If you don't know about chakra, you can balance your chakra with a Reiki practitioner, which is what I do, or you can go ahead and be your own Reiki practitioner and heal yourself. We all have the ability to heal ourselves. Go on YouTube and allow yourself to figure out what music is connected to the heart chakra, the heart chakra, the sacral, and the third eye, or any affirmation. Simple words. The universe, the frequency of our words, when it goes out there, it really helps us out. So if you say to yourself, hey, whoever's out there now, be like, hey, higher self, whoever you call upon, let me just say how I say it, but I'll be like, all right. I'll be like, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's good up there, down there, wherever you at, because I don't know where y'all at. Touch me a little bit if y'all want to. But I'm asking to open me up to receive some healing energy in my heart chakra. I'm open to receive. In my sacral chakra, I'm open to receive. And in my third eye, I'm open to receive with ease. Allow this healing to happen with ease. Or just go see a Reiki practitioner, Cancer. But really, it really talks about there's going to be a shifting in those areas. Your creativity, the way you see things, right? You're no longer going to be just seeing everything with this eye. You're going to be seeing things in your mind's eye. Next week, I am coming in with a timeless spiritual gift awakening tarot readings to see what spiritual gifts are opening up for us. We all are spiritual, and it's not for us to guide others if you don't want to, but it's mainly to bring yourself back into awareness and bring power back to you. So you have break negative habits, Cancer. Be cognitive, be cognitive to the way you speak to yourself, especially when it comes to negative practices that you engage in, causing you to lose your power, and work on changing that situation. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overeating, or being consistently late. Your goal to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and even unpleasant, but it's essential that you do so. So everything is connected, right? When it comes to your chakras, when it comes to the way you eat, everything, your meridians, your nadis, those are all, it's just everything is connected. So our negative habits bring back unbalance our chakras. So what I'm getting with this, if you feel that people, you give it too much, you give it too much, you give it too much, Cancer, and people are not pouring into you, that's an unbalanced feeling. Or if you feel like you've been taking, and you haven't been giving out, as an unbalanced feeling. If there's sexual deprived, if creativity is not popping, that's an unbalanced feeling. Or if you over creating and you nonstop taking care of yourself, that's the exact same thing. Third eye is mainly what the third eye is not seeing clearly. Like, see how there's the cloud right there? Not seeing clearly, not allowing yourself to be in a space of wanting to see the bigger picture on how this healing is going to happen. So it's going to be a little bit cloudy for you, Cancer, but once you realize what your negative habits are, you'll be able to balance things out for yourself. Hello, hello. That's Vicky. Yes, Vicky, how are you? All right, let's go. We're going into Leo. Leo, just know that you're definitely popping. Ooh, Ascended Masters. So when it comes to your feelings, whoo, when it comes to Ascended Master and get this card, is like, Leo, right now, you're in the space of receiving the utmost assistance in the world right now, literally the world. Ascended Masters are human beings who have walked this planet and went through human experience in order for them to understand enlightenment, which happens every day, and then become masters at the human experience, and then decided that they wanted to still come down and help us move forward with whatever experiences we're going through. And that's Buddha, that's Jesus, and Lakshmi, Ganesh, the Yorubas, you got the Orishas. So all those are ascended masters, right? And so for you, Leo, right now, whatever you have been going through, there's a huge upliftment coming through for you next week. And you can definitely see that with the Venus and Mars conjunction is going to be extremely powerful for you in a beautiful way. So this really talks about a deep transformation for you next week, where if you are traveling, you can see if you're traveling and maybe in the other part of the world, you may be visiting ancient sacred spaces where energy is coming in for you. For others of you, you might have been already, Leo, cleansing out your negative aspects of yourself, and now you're in a space of receiving and saying, hey, I need help, and it's coming through. Choose to heal. Everything is by choice, right? This is a day to reflect on troubling emotions and transform them in a positive way. Identify one unresolved area of anger or hurt and ask yourself why you're still not at peace. Focus on how much power you lose to negative feelings. Your goal, to realize you choose to stay angry when you can choose to heal. So again, everything in life is a choice. Whatever the Ascended Masters went through was a choice for them to go through. We look at this world as this painful world because of the things that we went through, or because we chose to learn how to manifest and work with the earth to be able to live a better life on this planet. It's all up to us. And right now, when you choose to heal, it could bring calmer waters. Or if you choose not to heal, it can continue to stir things up for you and cause a lot of destruction for you, and depending on the way you see it. So healing, I believe, it's a lifetime event. So again, pick and choose one area, Leo, next week that's hurtful and painful, and ask for one of the Ascended Masters, whoever it is that you believe in, to help you transform that. Transformation, when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, that transformation comes quicker than you could fucking see it. Let me tell you something. I done been through that shit. I done sat on the corner of my bed like, all right, so I'm gonna go do some illegal stuff because apparently things ain't working out. And Spirit be like, hold up. You tired of being tired? All right, we got you. Virgo. Virgo was popping. Prosperity. So when it comes to your emotions and tending to your heart, it's about sharing yourself with others without having to control anything next week. Enjoying yourself next week, being in a space of spending a little, right? And also learning how I'm getting the sense of saying no next week, Virgo, right? If somebody may be asking you for something, I can see two ways here. This person is asking you for money, and it's just like, oh, I'm tired of giving you money. So if you don't want to give attention, time, worth, money, you don't have to do it next week with people that you don't want. And if you're going to be over here chilling with these people, go ahead. Like, it's all about next week for you is building, right? I'm feeling that you're tired of hanging out with people that don't really get you, right? But they get you when they need you, right? And so with that being said, I'm getting the sense of you, Virgo, being tired of that. So you may not be giving out so much anymore, and you may be learning how to receive. Is how I also look at it. Your friend is talking to you, your husband, your significant other, your kids, and it's like, learn how to receive. Here, I'm helping you out. And you're like, no, I'm good, thank you. So it goes both ways. Virgos next week is about, and look, even both these hands are going in that direction. So learning how to receive, toning down the masculine side, Virgo, and allowing you to really be in a space of learning to lose control on what you don't have control under. What under, spirit? What you don't have control over. Then it says, examine unfinished business. Identify one piece of unfinished business. This could be related to a person or a task. Then do one thing to bring it to closure. If you find that you're unable to do so, you've identified a major problem. I was excited. You identified a major power leak and a serious block to your healing. Your goal to understand that all experiences either make you bitter or make you better. Make you bitter or make you better. So these situations that's coming in next week, it's more of like, if you're tired of people again asking you, it can make you bitter. Like, fuck out of here. Or you can make you better and be like, you know what? This is an opportunity to build my boundaries. Oh, no. Sorry. No, I don't have it. Sorry. Practice in the mirror. But and if it's about a project, contracts could be coming to a close next week. If you bought anything, the last little details are closing in. If you have any business deals, Virgo, that's also coming to fruition for you and closure. So the hard work that you've been putting out there, Virgo, is really coming together now, especially if you've been healing. Oh, y'all want me to start like that? Who's after Virgo? Libra, right? Well, Libra, you wanted me to pull out this card first. And so right now is be mindful of conflicts. Name one person with whom you have a power conflict and write an extensive description. Listen to what they say, extensive description. They didn't say a letter, right? Of the nature of that struggle without assigning blame. Only describe your own issues. Your goal to become mindful that remaining in a conflict is a choice. Oh, we got some today. Remaining in a conflict is a choice. And you could probably hear scroll earlier to what I was talking about when I have discussions with my siblings. So Libra, with this, if you can see these people, they have the opposite. So this person could be a mirror to you, and it could be even a parent, right? I'm getting a sense of your parents. If it's not your parents, is you being a parent. There's a power struggle happening right now when it comes to the yin and yang aspect, the light and the dark aspect. There might be some darkness coming up next week that is going to cause for someone to lose control of the situation. This could be in a relationship. This could be at work as well. So gossiping I'm getting for you, Libra, at work, or gossiping around you. Again, before reacting, sit back and see what was your play in it, so that when you do come from a space of responding, it comes from a clear, authentic space. So next week, be mindful of conflicts. And love. Y'all know I can't sing, but I don't care, because you know what? When you sing, it opens up your throat chakra. It helps you express yourself. Love. Look at this right here, Libra. Libra, love is coming in for you. I would say focus on this next week, so when the conflicts does come in, it doesn't really bother you. There might be an ex coming through, male or female, next week. Is a lot of love energy is popping next week, y'all. So if you single, get out there. I'm about to be out there. I'm ready. I'm gonna find him, or he gonna find me. Libra, love. All right. Love, bringing that love to yourself, right? You see how this girl, in a way, she's taking up space with her dress. It's like she's not really, the path right here is also closing up. It's time for you to close up your path right now, Libra, and bringing that love back to yourself. Bringing in that love back to yourself will have people like this coming through, like, what you doing with yourself? Can I get a piece of, can I get a piece of your love? And that's how things are rocking for you next week, Libra, all right? So just be in the space of truly putting, might find him tonight. Yes. Tap in, Libra. You see this? This is wisdom right here. This is full wisdom. This is what you overcame right now. And so what's blossoming for you, right? I'm gonna say these are cherry blossoms. Probably they are, probably they not. But with the flowers, it really talks about you tapped in here into your heart, and now she's holding a dove. Oh, Libra, if you're not in a relationship, that significant other might be coming through for real. Make yourself available. Get cute. This is what I'm talking about. Get cute next week, y'all. All week. It don't matter. Bring out your best outfit next week. You can then let them know that you don't dress like that every day, but you knew that they was coming through. They might like that. All right, Libra. But really, if you're in a relationship, once the conflict arises, it will love and compassion will drown it and bring you guys closer. All right. That was Libra. And now we going into Scorpio. Scorpio, what you been up to? I haven't hung out with a Scorpio in a while. My mom was, but you know, Scorpios. I used to be a Scorpio in my past life, so in a way, it's a trigger. Integrity, Scorpio. See, you always into something. And even if I was to pull out this card for you, either ways, it didn't matter, Scorpio. So, but make a choice next week. It says choice, but there's only one path. But on each path, you can see that there's a greater chance of you succeeding than the other. So make a choice next week. Integrity. What does integrity mean? Y'all want me to look it up? I'm going to do it. I don't care. All right. Integrity means the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Morals, uprightness. So, what does that mean for you? Not allowing other people next week to block where you want to go and what you want to do with your life. If it's time for you to take a retreat next week to really tend to, I've been saying this all week, tend to your garden, right? Because this looks, yes, it is trees, but it also feels like something is being closed in. And that could be that decision, Bison. That could be that decision that my dogs, they really be challenging me because then I can't hear. But that's the challenge. That's how I get better, because look at him, look at him. You all right? All right. I got you. I'm not going to say the word, but I got you. All right. So, Scorpio, take a trip, even if it's to your nearest local park, and really sit with yourself next week. Don't allow I'm really getting that other people have been in your business, telling you what to do, telling you how to do it, instead of advising and seeing where you're coming from and what you've been through. And that doesn't mean from a victim space, more from like an accomplished space. Look what I've been through and look how I'm still here. So next week, you're really tapping into that, what integrity means to you, and how you're going to be moving forward with it. Some of you guys may be even moving for good next week. Secretly moving for good. Some of you guys are, here we go, dropping shit, planning to leave and not telling anybody. It would be a Scorpio shit to do that, right? If you think about a scorpions, and this my uncle taught me, they take their kids, they put them on their back, and they bounce. My mother didn't have us in Cuba, she had us here. But she came over here and she had us here. We didn't really visit Cuba until we became older. And so Scorpios tend to have that energy of separation and not wanting people in their business. So they do this seclusion stuff. And that's exactly what I get where you're going next week, is just really being secluded with yourself. Oye, mi hermano, por favor. I've seen this. I still shuffled and it came back out. Observe your attitude. Look at this. The shadow side. Determine whether you spend most of your energy, Scorpio, in a positive or a negative frame of mind. Do you have to remind yourself to be positive? Bryson, you dropping everything, bro. Scorpio, is that how your life rolling right now? You feel like it's all over the place? Shit just falling apart? Allow it to fall apart, baby girl, baby boy. Do you have to remind yourself to be positive, or are you naturally that way? Your goal, to become mindful of whether you're unconsciously positive or negative. So this goes deep into that subconscious mind. Right, taking that path. And it may feel lonely unless you decide that you want to trust somebody to help you out. Again, we don't have to do this by ourselves. Scorpio, if you want to do it by yourself, so be it. Next week is a fun week. Again, if you go to the beginning, recreating our communications with people, recreating our boundaries with people. So when we doing these things, we are shifting. We are living in the moment. We are allowing ourselves to be free, allowing this body to release some of that negative energy that no longer serves us, Scorpio. So go ahead and reach out to somebody if you need some. Or do it by yourself, because you're powerful as well. You know? Sag. Past life. I knew somebody was going to get this card. Sagittarius. So when it comes to your emotions, Sagittarius, right now, a lot of what's happening for you is past life energy. Is energy that has not been sealed or has not been fulfilled in other lifetimes. So Sagittarius, if you've been dating a lot of people and recently, those are old soulmates to clear up the energy. So I would say I'm not going to say don't. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. However, it is advised that you understand deeply these lessons and let them go, because a lot of the energies from past life, you're opening up a path for yourself for newness, new love, new joy, new work, everything new. So next week, a lot of old energy from past lives that you are not aware of are coming in for you, and that's why things can be confusing for you. Why you may feel like people are not staying, or why the job doesn't stick, or why life is treating me this way, right? That might be the energy for you next week. Past life, tap in. If you've never tapped into your past life, and a lot of times it can feel scary, right? Because a lot of people say, well, if it's in the past, why you want to remember it? And if it's in the past and the past causes anxiety and the past causes depression, why you want to go in there? It's the human world. It's to play around with. It's to play around with who you used to be, right? And how you used to do shit. I know I was crazy in my past lives, and I did a lot of fucked up shit. That's why I'm here for y'all right now. So while learning that helps me tap deeper into this to help everyone else to understand that past lives do really affect our love lives. It really does. If you have centuries and centuries or lifetime after lifetime of fucked up love, that shit is still lingering in our DNA. So that's what it talks about for you, Sagittarius, next week. How deep are you going to go to see beyond? Oh, hell no. Hold on. To see beyond, how far are you going to go to see beyond the situation that you're in now, the love situation that you're in now, the job that you're in now? Really bringing in, hold on, y'all, because they did some 52 pickup over here. Oh my gosh, why is everything dropping? Hold up. I think we lit with wild spirits today. Hold on, because no, it's not a party. Nope, Bison, you have to move back. This is not a party. All right, y'all, hold up. Because it got crazy up in here. Everybody want to come through. They want to dance with you. Come through. Want to dance with you. Look at those. Let me sit down because they really like to dance. All right, and we're back. Sagittarius. Whew. And that's how things may feel for you if you decide to tap into your past life. It can get overwhelming. Do a past life regression. Go pay somebody to help you do this. Do not do this by yourself. The best thing that I can say is what can I say to you to tap easily into your past life next week? Examine your relationships. Examine your relationships, and if they are making you stronger or putting you in a space of questioning yourself and your existence and love and why you're here. All right? And so with that being said, do not beat yourself up, Sagittarius, for the things that are going to be crumbling down, because exactly that are crumbling down, because the things that are crumbling down for you is opening up space for what's meant for you. So if you're gonna cry over a relationship that's going to end, do it. Cry over it. Who cares? Because there's another one coming through. All right, be open to that. Love is a frequency, is not the person that held it for the moment. All right. Follow your dreams. Point out one special dream or ambition that you've been thinking about and postponing. What has motivated you to put positive action on hold? What has motivated you to put positive action on hold? Ooh, that hit me right here. Your goal to determine whether your excuse is real, or if not, identify the real reason you've delayed so that you can do something about it. Get rid of, follow your dreams. Aha. Tap into your dreams. Call in your angels and your archangels. You can smell it. My sister's funny. She can smell the rose water. Rose water is good. Y'all, rose water is good for the feminine hygiene as well. Look it up. That was sideways. Excuse me, man. Follow your dreams. Go into your dreams, Sagittarius, and allow your dreams to bring you into a space of tapping into your past life easily. We can call in protection. We have the ability. This right here, our voice, gives us the ability to command assistance Command assistance from the angels and the archangels. They are here. They're waiting. They have jobs. Everybody has a job. The Sunday Masters have a job. You think Jesus came? Don't start, my ladies. We're going to have a Jesus conversation another time. Jesus, he comes and helps me with Reiki. All right. So, Sagittarius, you already know what time it is. Past life. Go check it out. It does affect your current lifetime. Do know that. And the experiences that you're having. So that was Sag. Let's stay focused now. Capricorn. Beauty when Mars and Venus in conjunction in Leo. And Cap got beauty. Capricorn about to wild out. Look at this right here. Capricorn, you have come and survived through the storms. Do you see the back? The back seems dark, gray, and just really in a space of deep intuitive healing, right? That's what I'm getting from my Capricorn, deep intuitive healing. And this, now you're in a space of like saying farewell to everybody. This doesn't look like a bride that ran away. Like, look at those guys in the background, right? There's guys like, wait for me. And then you got the kids there. So you might be wilding out next week, Capricorn. I know some of my Caps that really will be running in the grass like this because they're earth signs. That also brings me to say that grounding is being asked by you next week also, so that you can be able to understand what true beauty is when you're in the moment with yourself. And that's true beauty, when you can just sit there with yourself in the grass and just take a deep breath. A moment when nobody could bother you. This beauty also talks about not just the external beauty, Capricorn, but the internal beauty. That solar plexus, bringing fire to that solar plexus, bringing in that energy of willpower, bringing in that energy of knowing that when you ground yourself and you root yourself to love, compassion, forgiveness, and just straight joy, you'll be in a deeper space of love to assist other people, because it's like you running away from everybody next week, but I do sense like you're going to be running back that way to help other people. So right now, next week is calling for you to go within. Notice that special person. It goes both ways, though. Notice that special person within you, or maybe even notice that special person that mirrors you. So let's see. On this day, take note of someone whom you've previously ignored. That person is that person is your teacher, your special angel, and he or she will do or say something you've been waiting for. Just because you're recognizing the beauty of his or her spirit, here we go. Something you've been waiting for, just because you're recognizing the beauty of his or her spirit. Your goal, to see that everyone is capable of helping you heal, and vice versa. So in other words, when you recognize a stranger in the street, just by recognizing that stranger in the street and their beauty, you're going to receive a message, whether if it's through an eye contact, whether if it's through words of wisdom, right? I mean, one time only, and that's it. And I'll never see them again a day in my life. And those are the people that are going to be coming in for you next week, Capricorn. This also talks about if you have any kids, even your kids have something to share with you. If you have any animals, this also talks about them sharing a message with you. A message with you. Y'all, my third house is packed. So this is why I talk fast. It's just going. All right. So when it comes to that beauty and the noticing that person, as you go on your journey of healing yourself, open yourself up to still meet people that's going to assist you. Again, we could hide in a cave and heal ourselves and not deal with anybody, but Nobody wants to be lonely. Aquarius, self-acceptance. Ooh. Looking at myself in the mirror, knowing that I love every part of me. I just made that up, by the way. I told y'all. So right now, fuck what everybody's saying to you next week, Aquarius. Get yourself in a space of loving yourself for who you are, with one nostril smaller than the other, with one eye larger than the other, with one arm bigger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Love thyself. Self-acceptance will bring clarity towards the way other people react towards us, if that makes sense. When you become self-aware and when you become accepting of who you are and what you're bringing, can't nobody fucking stop you, because anything that they say and do can't really bother you, because you accept yourself for who you are. You know what you're capable of doing, and you know what you're not capable of doing. You know what you're going to accept, and you know what you're not going to accept. So do not allow anyone else to come into your space next week and shift the way you look at yourself. The way you are is perfect. We are in this lifetime to improve. You want to change your body? Work out. You want to change something that is not functioning well? Go get cosmetic surgery. I'm not for that, but you know, there's this book that I read a long time ago that talks about fix everything that you need to fix about yourself. But the most important thing to do is to fix the internal self, because it doesn't matter how many external things you do. Your internal is what really matters and what really makes you beautiful. This is why a lot of times, and I hear this, that people be saying, oh, she's not pretty or she's not cute, and look at the person that they with. You know why? Because that person got confident in themselves. That person said that they accept themselves the way they are, and they see beauty within themselves. So that person saw them for their beauty from within, right? Not a lot of people see it that way, but that's that judgmental part. So go look within self next week. Light up a candle if you need to. A candlelight dinner. We almost done. Transform worrisome thoughts. And this person is blowing a bubble. If you could think about your thoughts like this, the minute they come in, they pop. The minute they come in, they pop. The minute they come in, they pop. Get my thoughts up my way. Do that for yourself, especially when it comes to the self-acceptance. Allowing your thoughts to be that, a bubble of awareness, and then popping so that you can understand how you feel about yourself. Be aware of anything you're worrying about. What do you do when you're worried? How much power do you lose, and from what part of your body? Your goal, to observe how much worry affects your health, and to counter the stress of this emotion with prayer and positive action. So in order for you to come into the space of self-acceptance, Aquarius, the advice is to really tap into that. What does it feel like? What does it look like? How is it affecting your health? In a positive way? In a negative way? How? How? And lastly, let's take a deep breath. So y'all, imagine if I was pre-recording. You know how many times I would have to stop? I can't pre-record. These messages just be coming through. Nobody out here trying to be famous. What we trying to do is get these messages out of here. I'm here to heal. That's all I came to do. I knew somebody was going to get this. I was thinking about this. Psychic conversation. Pisces, it would be you, right? OJ, hello. Pisces. You do have the power to tap into other realms. You do have the power to transform things for yourself. This right here really talks about you Oh, okay, give me 1 second. I'll definitely let you know that at the end. Psychic conversation, Pisces. Moving into a role of building a conversation with your higher self, building a conversation with the God that you believe in. This talks about that. This talks about you sitting down and literally writing a letter to God, writing a letter to your higher self, writing a letter to your angels next week, and put it in there what you want to see come into fruition in this lifetime, right? This could be short term, this could be long term. You can write a letter every day, you can write a letter once a month, but it really talks about connecting, right? Cancer season, water sign, you a water sign, your intuition is heightened. Scorpio, your intuition is heightened. Anybody who has that prominent water energy in their chart, you're becoming very, very, very intuitive and highly, highly sensitive in a positive way where you now can tap into your emotions deeper. So Pisces, that's where you're at. And so you may be wanting something, right? You may be wanting a new home. You may be wanting a new job. There's something that you want, but in order for you to really allow yourself to receive it, you have to be open to have those spiritual conversations with your higher self, having the spiritual conversations with your angels, and really writing it out. If this is about a business, write out your business plan so that you can be able to see it come into fruition. If it's about a job, go ahead and apply. But there's something physical next week that you have to do in order to obtain your goal. It may seem like a long road, but once you start next week, you're going to see how fast it's going to go, especially if you having spiritual conversations with your guides. See? Change directions. And you can tell because of this being in the air, when you have these conversations with your higher self or your spirit guide, Pisces, you guys are going to be, excuse me, all sorts of stuff is happening today. What's going on here? Woo! Hold on. Pisces, when you decide to shift the conversation and the way you want it to, it talks about picking a new direction, changing the direction of where you're going. This could be if you were heading down a spiral of darkness, change that direction. Know that healing sometimes depends on the strength, willingness, and ability to change direction. Many people postpone doing so due to the fear or laziness, and then they wonder why they're not happy and healthy. Your goal to make one solid, effective healing choice by the end of the week. It says day, but you know there's a weekly. That can positively change the direction of your life. And here it goes right here. One simple thing, having a conversation with yourself. And you can write the letter over and over again. Ain't nobody going to be seeing your letter. Who? Unless you're sharing with somebody. You know what I mean? And if you are sharing with somebody, let's call in, right? Let's do this, y'all. We're going to build our energy circle. We're going to build people to come and support us. When you feeling like your support system is not there for you, say this. I say this all the time. I am so excited to meet supportive people on this journey as I support people on their journey. And we are in the same vibration. That's not exactly what I say because that was new. That was for y'all. I'll be saying other shit, but that was for y'all. But in those words, call in every day, wake up and say, thank you so much for letting me people who are on the same frequency as me. Be careful because if you're in a negative frequency, right, if you're dealing with your shadows, right, that's what negative frequency is, just dealing with your shadow. And we all deal with our shadows. I deal with my shadows all the time. If you're in that space, that energy is going to be coming in from somebody else to trigger you, right? Everybody comes to push us to the next level, even if it's the Habibi in the corner store, right? If you live in New York. So those are the messages. Oh, Lord, that was kind of long there. All right, so for the young lady, she asked, she keeps seeing 1001 for the past 3 weeks. Honestly, what I do, if you're in Aries, I would advise for you to go to the beginning. What I do is I literally go on Google and put angel number. Anytime you guys see a number, just put angel number. What it says is angel number 1001 is hiding an important message. This angel is telling you to start working on yourself and to ignore other people's bad comments. It's telling you to focus on your personal growth and progress. So that's what, so we all learn something. Whenever you look at the clock and it says 10:01, and especially for the last 3 weeks, it's really saying to you, fuck other people. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, whatever you've been going through. And especially when you thinking about something and then you see a synchronicity, because that's what this is, that is the answer that you've been looking for. They bring it in weird ways, but really tap into how you want your answers to come in, and they will bring it to you in that form so that you can continue to be on your journey of self-awareness. All right, y'all. Tuesday, I'm live every Tuesday at 12:15 p.m. If you're on lunch, go right ahead and join me. I'll be putting up a video about our spiritual gifts. It's going to be Tuesdays is pick a card reading, and it's going to be about our spiritual gifts and what is coming through, because the Lion Gates is coming through at 8/8. It's a lot going on, y'all. But y'all know I love y'all. Don't forget to share this video, hit the like button. Peace.